The state superintendent takes a stab at fixing the school funding formula.
His plan, rolled out today, met with some skepticism from state Republicans. News 3 political reporter Jessica Arp is here to explain. Jess.
Well, both Democrats and Republicans are reaffirming that this is an important discussion to have and that some of the pieces of this proposal are policy they may support. But the question is whether the price tag could be the downfall of the plan. School may be out for the day, but the bell hasn't yet rung on just how the state sends money to schools like Madison's Kennedy Elementary, where after-school and special ed programs have been cut back in the last 2 years.
We work hard to do the very best we can with what we have, but experience that day-to-day loss from allocation all the way to paper for our classrooms and for our copy machines. I mean, I know that sounds sort of silly, but it's all levels.
Which is why the state superintendent wants to change how the state funds schools, guaranteeing $3,000 per student plus more for children in poverty, among other changes.
Fair Funding for Our Future is a plan that is realistic and ready, providing solutions that are good education and good public policy, as well as politically viable.
But viability is a question under new Republican control. Evers' plan calls for more than $400 million in new state aids for schools, which he says is the most modest budget request in more than a decade.
I'm glad that he thinks that a $500 million increase is the most reasonable proposal he could put together. But at the end of the day, I don't know if we've got the financial resources to implement everything that he would want in light of all the other priorities that we have.
Although the politics of the proposal may look tough, schools hold out hope for some kind of change.
I remain optimistic. I mean, I think that's what those of us in education need to do, is try to remain optimistic and hopeful and persistent in our efforts to really try to meet the needs of our students.
Now, Evers said today while some of the policy pieces of the plan could be implemented without the increased funding, his proposal works the best with the funding included. Today, a spokesman for the governor-elect said Evers should be lauded for taking on the problem, but given the deficit, quote, true reform means focusing on how to better spend the dollars we have today.
Jessica Arp reporting tonight. Jess, thanks.